Hey, Year 3, welcome to your English lesson today. Okay then, so we're going to start with a retrieval. So you've got this on your worksheet. What I'd like you to do is have a go at answering these 3 questions for me. All right, so the first one is underline the 2 independent clauses and circle the coordinating conjunction in the sentence below. So it's recapping on things that we did last week. And then the next question is, what's wrong with the sentence below? I'll give you a clue. Punctuation. And then the last one is rearrange the below sentence so the subordinating clause is after the main clause. Remember when we did that last week? Pause the video. Have a go at that now, please. Okay, welcome back. Have you got your pencil to mark? Excellent. Let's go then. Are you ready? Okay. Brilliant. There we go. So the 2 independent clauses was Connie didn't want to complete her homework. The coordinating conjunction was but. The other independent clause was Mum insisted that she do it. Then what was wrong with that sentence below? It was missing a comma. So when you finish your dinner, comma, you can have dessert. And then the last one, when we had to rearrange it, now we had to do a couple of things here because it started, the although started with a capital letter. And because the subordinating clause was first, it had a comma. So we had to change that capital letter once we moved it to the end of the sentence and take away the comma. So my favourite sport is horse riding, although I do enjoy swimming. Did you get all those? Fantastic if you did. Right then, let's move on. So today we're going to use a range of fronted adverbials. This is for cohesion. So while we're writing and making sure that our writing makes sense. Okay. So to be successful at this today, you're going to know that fronted adverbials are words, phrases or clauses that come before the main clause in the sentence. We've done lots of work on the main clauses, haven't we? So you'll definitely know where to put that. Also, you'll know that fronted adverbials modify the verb or the main clause by describing time, frequency, manner, place, or possibility. You'll also make sure that you're successful by using a comma after the fronted adverbial. And you're going to write your own fronted adverbials using ing words, so words ending in ing, prepositions and adverbs today. So those are the 3 fronted adverbials that we're going to be looking at today. Words ending in ing, prepositions and adverbs. Okay, let's move on then. So what is an adverbial? Do you know? Can you remember? Do you need a little bit of help there? Maybe pause the video, have a chat with the person in the room, see if you can remember, and we'll carry on. Pause the video, have a chat. Okay, welcome back. What did you talk about? Should we see if you were right? Okay. An adverbial is a word, phrase, or clause that is used like an adverb. Now, can you remember what an adverb is? That's right. An adverb modifies a verb. It tells us how we're going to be doing something. To modify a verb or a clause, adverbs can be used as adverbials, but many other types of words, phrases and clauses can be used in this way, including prepositional phrases. Now remember, prepositional phrases is where something is, and subordinating clauses. So what is a fronted adverbial? Well, when an adverbial is used at the beginning of a sentence, they're often called fronted adverbials. It's kind of a bit of a clue, isn't it? The fronted part means it's at the very beginning, it's the front of that sentence. So here we go. These are some types of fronted adverbials. So fronted adverbials are used to describe the time something happens, the frequency, so how often something happens, the place something happens, the manner something happens, and the possibility, so how likely something will or has happened or is going to happen. Okay, and can you notice again, we've colour coded them. So when we're looking through in a little bit, you'll be able to spot those. So with the time, for example, before sunrise. Now we've talked about this when we were looking at the diaries, wasn't we, for Lila. So we talked about the time when something happens. The frequency. So every so often, Darius could hear the beast's ferocious roar. So every so often would be our fronted adverbial there. At the back of the cave, the terrifying creature began to stir. At the back of the cave is our place fronted adverbial. As quick as a flash, Darius bounded behind a nearby rock. Manner, so that's how he's doing something. And the last one, almost certainly the deadly beast would find Darius. That's how likely something is going to happen. Possibility. Now, did you notice how all of these fronted adverbials are punctuated? After every single one of them, they had a comma. Did you notice that? It's really important that we get that punctuation in there. So once you've used your fronted adverbial, you pop a comma in there. Okay. So to vary our sentence openers using fronted adverbials, we can apply the acronym I-spaced. Now, Today we're going to be using the I, the P, and the A. So the I is ing words. Do you remember now we had this in our success criteria? So smiling sweetly, she turned and walked away. Smiling is our ing fronted adverbial. P stands for preposition, so where something is placed. On top of the hill, the wolf stood and watched. On top of the hill is our fronted adverbial preposition. And A, an adverb. Hurriedly, he snatched the ticket. So A is our adverb. Okay, so let's have a look at the I part of I space. So it's the ing. Sorry. We can start with our fronted adverbials with the present participle in verbs. So, for example, verbs ending in ing. So, running quickly, Jamie made it to school on time. Driving slowly, Grandma missed the green light. Writing as neatly as she could, Lorna hoped to get her pen licence. Swimming gracefully, the swan looked beautiful on the lake. Feeling miserable, Harry left the football field. Can you see there how they all ended in ing? I wonder if you could think of any fronted adverbials that end in ing that you could use. Could you have a think of some sentences now? What could you do? Pause the video. Have a go at thinking of some. Okay, welcome back. So let's try a few together now, okay? So you have got this on your sheet. So let's have a little look here. And I've just realised, children, I forgot to put this slide in where I've written on it. So I do apologise. Okay, so let's have a look. We've got a space and then the girl who won the race. How did she run the race? I'll start that again. Put my teeth back in. How did the girl win the race? Okay. And then the second one, working quickly, I want you to write something into that sentence there to finish it off. So I'd like you to pause the video here and have a go at answering those two, completing those two sentences now. Okay, right then. Oh, now let's have a look at our word bank here. Something, the girl won the race. Walking, the girl won the race. Jumping, the girl won the race. Asking, the girl won the race. Kissing, the girl won the race. What word could we use here from our word bank? I think I might go hopping. Hopping, the girl won the race. So she won the race by hopping across the line. And then working quickly. How can I finish that sentence? Working quickly, Rebecca finished off her work. No, actually, working quickly, Rebecca finished off her writing. Do you like that one? Brilliant. Okay. Was yours similar to mine? Fantastic. Okay. Now the next one, preposition. So that was what the P stood for. Remember, the I stood for the ing, the P stands for the preposition. So preposition is a word that tells you where or when something is in relation to something else. So the house was on the hill beside a tree. However, prepositions can also be used as fronted adverbials as well. So for example, in the sky, the scorching midday sun blazed. Far in the distance, he could see a small figure on the horizon. Beneath the tree, the rabbit sat chewing on a dandelion leaf. In front of his eyes, he could see the gold statue he had searched for. Can you see there? All of these fronted adverbials are based on prepositions. Okay, so we've got another one here. I'd like you to pause the video now and have a go at completing these 3 sentences. You can use the word bank here to help you, but here you'll need to just finish off the sentence and you can choose what you would like there. Pause the video. Have a go at this now. Okay, welcome back. So we have, let me see, here we go. Behind the shed, Dad found the lost kitten. Above the clouds, the plane soared. In the distance, I could see the glistening sea. What did you pick there? Brilliant. Okay, let's move on then. So now we're on to A. We've looked at I, we've looked at P. Now we're on to A, and A stands for adverb. Adverb are words or phrases that modify the verb. They can indicate place, time, circumstance, or manner. Now we can use adverbs of manner in our fronted adverbials too. So how somebody is doing something. Carefully, Isaac pushed the door open, not wanting to be heard. Sitting silently and nervously. Now, the other thing I forgot to mention here, children, every time we have used our fronted adverbial, we have used a comma, and I'm so sorry, I forgot to mention that on the last 2 slides. We must use a comma after our fronted adverbials. It's imperative. That means it's really, really important. And we have to do that because that is how we punctuate a sentence with a fronted adverbial. So really key thing to remember there. Now here, we've also got silently and nervously. Bishy crept into the kitchen to get another cookie. And you see we've got our comma again. Mysteriously, the pyramid disappeared below the sand, as if it had never been there. Can you see there how these are adverbs of manner, how somebody's doing something or how something is doing something, add more interest to those sentences. So here we go. We've got another option for you to have a go now. You've got your word bank here, and I'd like you to just complete this sentence here, choosing a great adverb. And then we've given you the adverb. I'd like you to finish the sentence. Okay, pause the video here. Have a go at that now. Okay, welcome back. Would you like to see what I have done here? Okay. Foolishly, the archaeologist left the dazzling cartouche by the side of the greedy camel. He did, didn't he? Gently and gracefully, the pyramid rose from the sandy ground. What did you have there? Brilliant. I can't wait to see. Okay, so today you're going to be using the ing, the preposition and the adverbs to create fronted adverbials from the scene, the Egyptian pyramids. And below is a paragraph from the short adventure set in a jungle. And can you find the adverbs that have been used? I'm going to get you to stop the video here, and I'm going to continue this in part 2. Okay, so I want you to just stop the video. I'm going to continue this in part 2. See you on the other side, year 3. Bye.